Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more, and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid.
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter. And I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, master.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be, and she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though.
All right. If you...
I am. And thank you for...
Then I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sambrek. Went quietly, or she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't.
I hope so. You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or anyway. Thanks again, Sid. The curse break...
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Come back. The stew's awfully thin these days.
What do you expect? These are abandoning the fields and troubles.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye?
Nothing like a little unrest.
Let the dame hear you say that.
But there were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Those things I said before about not being able to fight.
Oh, Clive. My wards and I may soon be without a...
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Second only to his raid, not that any of those things still exist. Now
And what does he want with Northreach?
he wants to transform it into a military... a foundation upon which to build a new... He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrek. A man whose stated aim is to revive the Empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support. Given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little...
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke for your services to Northreach? You have the respect of the soldiers, and unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your... Well? Will you...
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this in the garrison?
Overseeing the troops.
All right. I may have met this duke before, at the Remembrance ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. And I shall see it... Tell me, is it wealth that you...
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach...
Ah, you are worried the expanded garrison will... Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting pride of place, in fact. For too long has the... But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning...
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses, which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be... with Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are...
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders... If Sandbreck is to be rebuilt, she will... One whose authority is... That is why this levy, so that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and...
I suspect they're afraid of losing.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in...
Sabine, we have...
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Grieger...
Do not take her name in vain.
I'll come back later. A citizens' revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Sabine.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
All right there.
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of...
Not much. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any close. Now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about us.
Nothing good, are we? Going around acting like he owns, and with hardly a word to the dame. This is...
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she just need his eminence to sod off back to Orif.
I heard the dame got an icon to rid the meadows.
A question. What do you think of the Duke of Orif?
Don't get me stuck. You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and tell you got a... If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to end, we'll do whatever it takes to... Whatever it takes.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
Those things I said before about not being able to fight.
Excuse me, do you have a... I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts.
Well, I mean, look around us. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered, a few think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best way of making... And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well...
You're the one who's talking to his...
On the dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take them. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells... Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire. If the Duke can get us cement and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards...
I left everything.
Oh, as long as you remain, the veil will see to your needs.
Embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing yourself.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town in. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me other... Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this. Captain.
For you? Certainly. Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of... Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, it's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved.
That's right.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either.
Thank you, Clive. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Well, duty calls. Thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Ah, Clive, were you able to speak with the...
I was.
It will certainly help to hold, though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods they deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new...
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders, and not just because of the Duke's rank, but
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ash. Thank you for trying.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that
But why?
because I realized what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will, but I'm certain they're not finished with us. And when they do come back, we need to stand together. And with you to lead us, my lady. It was you who finally convinced me. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us. That has always been Northreach's best hope. We have only to turn our attentions to the truth. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what...
Anything for you. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help? I fear His Eminence has a loftier task.
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach, especially with men like you and Philippe to challenge. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him, but I suspect I shall have to call upon you. Until then...
Until then? So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer.
I never thought I'd have. Clive!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back. I'd never have guessed, you know. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did ya?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoldan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best.
But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravozd is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah. So have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. Short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off. You,
We can't afford to waste it.
Right you are. Might be worth it. I don't want any nasty surprise. Oh, and Blackthorn.
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up from the...
What was I saying about no?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but...
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gate. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can. The people here are tough and willing. But they ain't a...
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise. Take good care of Dravozd till I get back.
Leave it to me. And...
All right. Which one of you's first? Is that it? Apparently not. They're not getting past me. Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall, but we got the...
Good. How you doing?
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later.
Sid! Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmare. But mostly...
I'm afraid I've only delayed There's no getting rid of that ether, meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, we'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and...
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up that...
As for you, Black, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed, so...
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without...
Too bloody right you shouldn't. I always envied you. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally. So I hope you see the sense of it eventually.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Our work used to be the pride of Dump. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day. Because it's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of us. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but the average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our... Come back to us, Blackthorn. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work.
That's a kind offer. Kind. There's people who trust their lives to my steel. But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for...
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I...
No. Black, I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to...
Now hold on, son. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel. And I've learned to hone an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are in, and they're not just for show.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravojd in the first place? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the...
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would
As long as he can keep us...
Right. Zoltan, get...
We were just about to make a start on that.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leatherwork. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be... And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort, led by the greatest...
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah?
Right. To the bellows it is, then.
Well, bugger me.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's... quite something.
I, trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsmen alive?
This? It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history, but we're up for the challenge.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worth...
That's a weapon I'd like to see.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next.
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about...
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boy!
Trouble with your gear, or... I never fought me and Zoltan, and if it hadn't been for you, we... So, what'd it be? Anything else?
Take that, you naughty thief!
Clive!
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring
Since we brought all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safe and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and just as the good Lady Jane and...
Are you a lord? They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil. Because of how he stopped all...
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like... Speaking of menace, there may be a rather worrying one just at...
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front, and they have formed what one could call a league of... and they grow more organized.
We'll fight them all off just like last time. Won't we, Lou?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, the longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his...
How could I refuse?
Thank you. Victor will fill you in on the... I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating...
I'll go and speak with...
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor?
A league of outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalimil.
Ah,
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnes.
I did. Then I've developed something of a fondness for... And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to...
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike, but we must strike together, and we must strike soon, at as many camps as we can. We can't give this...
All right.
There's one upriver.
Leave it with me.
Those ne'er-do-wells went to bad.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingers! Take his head off! Finished!
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits.
No, but...
No. Something...
What is it?
The whole town's in saying that Lubor...
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape. Some of the children spotted him, and he was... when Lubor felled him with a bolt and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years. Which, if he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed...
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here. But I know one thing.
You're right.
And now, everyone, I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And, well, it was bound to come out soon.
We're sorry, Lubor, but we just couldn't.
There's nothing to be sorry for. All that matters to me is that you...
Look at him talking to his betters like it's... All lies, I'll wager. Just like...
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to... We need to do something. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed.
You're right.
I'm glad you agree. I'm a Dalmek born and bred. They listen. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trust.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here. I can't promise anything, but...
And that is all I can ask of you.
Why are you taking the bearer's side?
Why do they always have to make such a...
You all along that he was...
Forgive me for disturbing you, but...
I've seen...
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? The rumors that he's a bearer...
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I...
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued. In this, at least, he's done the town a service.
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his...
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil. And they will thank you not to get...
The townsfolk have made their minds up.
Nor I. Conrad...
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things...
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side? I assumed...
There's still hope.
But perhaps not.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. We'll talk some sense into them in the end.
No. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell that steel does not lie. That a blade is a reflection. To yourself be true. That was rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with the blade of her... But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, and so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what up. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have some... For only united can they hope to stand against the threat. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic
Don't go, Lubor. You'll be all alone.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Otto?
How could it possibly be for the best? The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change them.
They would not take it, Victor.
Over you. And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the... I thought you were better than this, but it seems you had me...
Victor.
Forget it.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe... Ah, but where are my manners? Here. Right then. I have packing.
If there's anything I can do.
I'll bear it in mind.